What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today, gotta show you guys something else I picked up. Well, you guys probably already know from the thumbnail, but this is my last project that I have been hiding from you guys, and I don't know if I should keep it or I should part it out. I want to keep it, but once you guys see it, maybe you guys will tell me to just cut my losses and part out, and I'm not losing on it. It was supposed to be like I have a side business where I part out cars, and I bought this for that. It was a banging deal, and I could use some parts for it for another car, and I just figured for the price it was a no-brainer. But now you guys know we have the two black GSRs. So we have the one with the rust, the one with the front end cut off, and now we have a red GSR. So this car is a 1994 Integra GSR, and as you can tell, it's been through some stuff. So first part of damage, you see this apron, it looks like it got mangled. Second, look at the bottom back support, looks terrible there. Completely pulled off there, and I think this apron is just as bad. So from first looking at it, oh, look at this one. So that apron is obviously, look at the side, you guys can see it. That apron is obviously been through some stuff. So obviously this car has the rat support that's been replaced. It's not OEM. You saw again, like I said, you see the welds here and those welds, which I didn't really care about because I have another rat support laying at the garage that I could use for this, no problem. But then started looking deeper into it, and it needs just a little bit more work. I think realistically this needs just as much front end work as the black GSR that was stolen out of New York City. Well, they were both stolen, but the one that they cut the front end off. So, as we discovered with that GSR, it has some rust in this meeting section here, which isn't too big of a deal because we would replace basically this whole apron again, just because lining up another rat support with all that mangledness there and here is going to be nearly impossible, and now I don't like to hack things up, so at that point just let it go. Which brings up another point, because the front cut I have, so basically I have a front cut actually that goes from back here forward, and that's what I was planning to use on the black GSR that was stolen. I don't know how to separate these cars because they're almost identical stories. One of them just has the front cut off, one of them doesn't. So I'm sorry if I confuse you guys. I'll try to put pictures of the car every time I mention it so you guys can kind of follow along correctly. So that car, the front end I was going to use for that is off of a red car, which doesn't matter because obviously this whole thing needs to be resprayed. The previous owner was actually trying to fix this thing up, and then something happened. He found a better shell, so then he used it. But as you can tell, like he already sanded some of this stuff down, so regardless, it's going to need to be painted. And if I weld in a new apron here, and a new rat support, obviously that's all going to be painted as well. So paint is not that big of an aspect, so it's all going to be painted anyways. And that I want to kind of go in chronological order because I feel like I don't want to just keep having cars laying around. And right now, that's exactly what I have. Cousin Eric, the guy with the Supras, is letting me keep this at his house for a little bit, but there's already been a lot of it. It's been like, I've had this since I think October, and it's now February. I don't want to keep it here too long, so I need to move along with the other two Integras so we can move along with this one too. But let's get more into it. So in the engine bay, that's pretty much it. That's pretty the worst of it right here, which isn't a big deal because obviously I buy these cars all the time and I cut them up, and I come across these parts all too often. But let's keep working our way around the car. Start on the passenger side actually. So car looks all good there. Little rust here, not too bad. this could be easily cleaned up. Nowhere as bad as the rusted out GSR. It has a little dent there, you guys can barely tell. So not bad. Faded, you know. Delano pink, these cars are known to fade out this way. The back, everything's here. Obviously not the taillights, but you know, the rear hatch is in pretty good shape. No dents, nothing. It's actually in really good shape. The rear filler is there. Obviously you can tell that's been repainted, or maybe not, but maybe the sun didn't fade it as much. It's definitely been repainted. It looks like it was white underneath. And the rear crash bar, I was actually gonna sell this the other day, and then I realized this whole piece of it is in terrible shape. So if I decide to keep this or sell this part out, that's obviously something that we're not gonna be able to use. And now coming over to the passengers, the driver's side, this is where the damage kind of extends. So the guy that had this car before was actually in the process of restoring it, and then a tree fell on it right here. So it like dented this whole quarter panel in, which I think we could kick this out from the inside a little bit, but this crease, it looks a little bit unfixable. No idea about that. And then right here, this taillight socket is also creased in, so this is gonna have to be like, you know, pulled out, and you know, it has to match that right there. Most of you guys who know Integras know, you know, exactly what this line is supposed to look like. So this is, look how far in that is. So that has to be fixed as well. And then obviously while we're in there, that tiny bit of rust. So the car needs basically a new quarter panel, some rust repairs, and a new front end. So that's extent of basically the chassis of it. So I mean, that's where I'm not worried about the front end. This is really what has me kind of worried, because I don't know how to fix that. I mean, let's go inside here. You know, the guy just threw in some seats. We don't have door panels. I think when Cousin Jerry was loading this up, he might have dented the bottom door, but it doesn't matter. We have spare doors. Obviously, cluster's gone. Surprised he left this carpet. This carpet actually we need for the GSR with the front end cut off, because that car doesn't have a carpet. But these cars are really hard to come by in with these gray black carpets. And that thing is not in good shape at all. Has rust. I mean, has a hole. All right. Oh, we got a battery. Oh, and he left me the plastics. So, oh, look at this. Even better. I swear I didn't do this. So we can see this dent better here. But it's too far back, actually. The dent seems to be... Let me see if we can focus here. Okay, that is right here. So this is the dent. So we could probably push all of this out, like all this section here. We could probably pull this out, and then we'll just have this weird crease here. But I think we actually need a frame machine for that, somewhere where you could like pull this back. Cause look at this gap. See this gap here? So I think this quarter panel needs to be like pulled back. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know nothing about framework and pulling and stuff like that. I just try at it every once in a while. But let's look at the trunk. I mean, we're in the Northeast. These cars are known to rust and everything. But this one's actually in pretty good shape, rust-wise. You know, just a very small amount compared to that black GSR that's rusted out. Picture again. This one's not in as bad shape besides the quarter panel damage. Which, in reality, if I were just to replace this whole quarter panel skin, it would probably just fix that whole problem. Because the inner structure here is probably in good shape. Yeah, look at that. The inner structure doesn't even go up that high, because so the crease is actually, let me see if I can get my hand in there. The crease is right here. So you see this, it's way further in than that. Looks like we got a rat living in here pretty recently too. It's water, that's not good. The trunk pan. Oh, we got some parts in here. All right, we got an axle, AC compressor, AC mount, brake booster. This is a clutch master. Brake master. Got some parts in here, so this doesn't look too bad. It almost seems like there's an extra filler of freaking, look at that. What is all that? It looks like there's an extra filler of like sound bending in here, which is, oh, look at this thing. These things are hard to come by now. What a find. So, you know, I gotta make this video kind of short and sweet. Just let me know if I should keep this or I should part it out. Honestly, if I'm real with you guys, I did sell the RS not too long ago. I don't know if I told you guys that yet. And right now I don't have a race car, and the season starts, if it's February 22nd, I have exactly a month to get something together if I want to go to the first event of the year at Englishtown. So I mean, I think this would be a great candidate. And I'm gonna show you guys, it has great Steelies. What size are these? What size are these bad boys? 14. Great Steelies, good tires. Park here. Let me see if I can show you guys. The car came with coilovers. Seem like, you know, they obviously seen better days, but the car has coilovers all around, all four of them. And then I wonder, does this thing have any like underbody suspension done? No, it's stock, which doesn't matter because I kept all the suspension from the white RS, the race car. So I mean, I'm into this thing less than $500, and I have a lot of pieces for this. I have the carbon fiber hood that was on the RS. I have some fenders off of another parts car. I have another VAS support. If I decide to keep this, is it worth just putting the car together as it is now, like bare minimum, and then maybe like when I have a break, I take it all apart and pull the front end off, like the, you know, the aprons? Or do I just run it like this, and maybe next year I'll fix it up, fix the front end, replace the whole front end on it, and kind of just go from there? Because at the end of the day, it's a car I'm going to be thrashing around. It doesn't need to be like this beautiful show car. Truth be told, like, it doesn't matter to me. So, I mean, up to you guys. I mean, that's not... I'll leave it up to you guys. Comment down below if I should keep this, or if I should just part it out. I really want to keep this. So please, I'm going to put a poll on our Instagram and just let me know what I should do. Please let me keep this, because I think I got enough things that I can make this, you know, put this thing on the road in a month, no problem. Or I could use a black GSR for now and just work on this in the background and do what we got to do. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Comment down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.